Right now I'm saying, you know what, this is my life, and for the longest time I've been in a New York state of mind. So you could be chasing that uptown girl, or you can be a piano man. Either way, it doesn't matter, because only the good die young, and it's still gonna be rock and roll to me. Well, guess what? We didn't start the fire, but we are not good enough, and we are getting better, and we are talking about Billy Joel. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of Get Up and Get Better, and today we're talking about one of the most legendary, iconic, dynamic musicians of our lifetimes, Billy Joel, the pride of Long Island. I love Billy Joel. He's one of my favorite artists. His catalog is absolutely incredible, but so many of his songs have so much purpose and meaning, and it's really different than a lot of the music that comes out today. He really highlights stuff that, is really relatable to a lot of individuals. And I love music today, but his sound was so different. And I want to talk about a lot of the music that he put out and the most inspirational messages that he put in his music. And this is a special episode for my mom. She said to do one on Billy Joel, so here we go. We're doing one on Billy Joel. All right. First song we're going to talk about is one of the most legendary, of course, and one of my favorites. And I'm going to play it, and we'll talk.
Built you a temple and locked you away. Oh, but they never told you the price that you pay. The things that you might have done. Only the good die young.
They never told you the price that you pay. Only the good die young. Ain't that true? Only the good die young. There's two ways to look at it. That if you live a fulfilling life and a life for the ones that you love, then you can die young and you can die satisfied and happy. And then if you are, partying your life away, only the good die young, people may look at it like that. I look at it the first way. You live a fulfilling life for other people, then you will maybe not die young in age, but you'll die young at heart. Only the good die young. And it's important to recognize that when you're going through life, and I'm young, so maybe I don't know exactly what it's like when you get up in your elder years, but I do know that I always want to stay young at heart. I want to be who I am for the rest of my life, and only the good die young, so stay young at heart. All right, next song is his most famous, the one that you hear at Mets games, and I'm a Yankee fan, but it's still a cool song to hear at the Mets games, Piano Man. And Piano Man has a lot of messages in it, but I love the ending of the song. And he's embracing what he loves doing. Even though if he's not the main focus as the piano man, people are focused on meeting other people at the bar or focusing on their careers. He's focusing on playing that piano like a carnival. We're going to play it.
It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer, and they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here?
So he's just loving his life, doing what he loves, playing his piano, and that's an important way to look at it. When you're doing what you love, you know what, maybe the money isn't as important. I think it is important, and I'm going to be one of the first people to tell you that it's okay to go after money if that's what you so choose, but it's okay to recognize, too, that doing what you love and what you're passionate about, sometimes just enjoying the company and enjoying the moment can pay more than any currency could ever pay. Now, one of my favorite songs from a show, they played this in the show called The Boys. I love that show. It's such a great show. And they introduced season 2 with this song. The song focuses a lot on Billy Joel music and Billy Joel, and it's called Pressure, and the pressures of life and the pressures of what you go through. I'm going to play this line.
You have to learn to pace yourself. Pressure.
You're just like everybody else. Pressure. You've only had to run so far, so good. But you will come to a place where the only thing you feel are loaded guns in your face, and you'll have to deal with pressure.
Something we all face in life is pressures. The pressures of providing for your family, the pressures of your job, the pressures of paying off loans. The pressure is something that we can all relate to, and everyone faces that moment where you got like that feeling of loaded guns in your face. We all will face pressure. It's how you handle that pressure and how you press back at that pressure. That's the key. All right. Now, one of the most uplifting songs and motivational songs of Billy Joel's career, Uptown Girl. And this is for all the guys out there who want that Uptown Girl and vice versa. You know, the song can go for everyone. Uptown Girl. Man, we all have that feeling where you feel like you're not good enough to, I don't know, get the girl, get the guy, whatever it may be. Uptown Girl. This song motivates you to go out there and get who you want and not let anything tell you that you don't deserve them. Here we go. That's what I am. Anyone has a shot with anyone. I know we don't really focus on relationships on this show, and that's not my expertise, I guess you could say. I focus on careers a lot and, you know, going after your dreams. But you know what? Never let anyone tell you that you're out of someone's league. That shit pisses me off. You're out of someone's league. What does that mean? No one's out of anyone's league. You create the league, you create the players, and you create the rules to the game. No one's out of anyone's league. Go get the Uptown Girl. Now, We Didn't Start the Fire, one of the most popular culture reference songs ever. And it has a good, subtle message in it. I'm going to play it right here.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we're trying to fight it.
We didn't start the fire, but we're trying to fight it. That's life. We didn't create all the world's problems around us, but we're trying to fight it. We're trying to fight through life, fight through all of our battles, and even within our own families, you're trying to fight, for your legacy, for your futures, and you might not have started the fire, but that's not an excuse. You got to put it out. You got to solve the situation because you got to fight it. Now, got 2 songs left. Still Rock and Roll to Me, Billy Joel, one of my favorite Billy Joel songs, and it's a very fun song, but I'm going to play this lyric right here, and we'll talk about what I think the meaning could be.
Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. Next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyway, still rock and roll to me. All right, Rico.
Still rock and roll to me. You could get 2 things out of here. Just because something's old doesn't mean it's not more valuable, or if so, more valuable. A cheap pair of sneakers can go a long way. Don't focus on materialistic things. Focus on the good thing. Focus on what's good. And then, of course, it's still rock and roll to me. Music's always going to be music. Music's always going to have lessons. Music's always going to have motivation and uplift spirits. And even though things change over time, it still has that root cause. It always will have that root cause. Just because something's different doesn't mean it's not that same thing that you still love. That could go for any career. And lastly, I want to play this line from Vienna. And I'll actually read the line too. In this line, I'm not going to play it, but he says, "But don't you know that only fools are satisfied?" Only fools are satisfied. I think that you got to be a fool to be satisfied, because you can always get more because you're not good enough. You can always get better. And then he says this line.
You know that when the truth is told that you can get what you want, or you can just get on your...
You can get what you want, or you can just get old. You can go out there and get what you want, or you can just let the time go away and get old. I prefer the option where you go out there, you get what you want, you can get old, but still get what you want, and go get better. Thanks, everyone. Shout out to Billy Joel. Thank you for lifting our spirits for decades, and thank you for your music. Go get better, everybody. I will talk to you soon.